Hello and welcome to the Garenne Distance Learning Programme. At Garenne, you know we never give up, and we're determined to make sure that high quality learning can still take place despite the distances between us all. Now, this is new to you, but it's also new to us, and we want this to be a really positive experience for everyone. Today, I'm going to explain where you can find the lessons, how work can be submitted, how you can speak to your teachers and get extra support if you need it, and just generally how distance learning is going to work. So here we go. Firstly, you should by now have received a link to the Garenne Distance Learning website, which, as you'll see, contains tips and guidance about how to learn effectively from home. These tips are both for students and for families. There's also a support section for parents, which offers some guidance about how children can best be supported at this time. This is where you can also access the school online learning platform, ManageBack, which is where all the lessons will be uploaded and all of the work will be submitted. The lessons will be prepared a week in advance by the teachers and uploaded to the ManageBack calendar. Simply open your calendar, go to the correct day, and you'll see all of the tasks for each subject for that day. The structure of the day is as follows. We've tried to keep as close as possible to the usual school timetable. However, we've had to make a few changes to ensure that everybody finds it easy to prepare, organise themselves, and try to make sure they have enough time to complete all the lessons. As you'll see, there's a registration period just as normal where students will be given messages from their form tutor, as well as quick activities to complete to help students to stay focused on learning and remain positive. The day's lessons are split into 3 main learning blocks, 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. Each of these will be 90 minutes long and should give students enough time to make sure they can complete each of the lessons that the teachers have created. Breaks are of course absolutely necessary, and you need to make sure you take a break at the time shown on the timetable. This is really important as we want to make sure that all of you aren't spending too much time sitting down or looking at your computer screens. As you'll see on the timetable, I've added some suggestions for what you can do in your break to make sure that you're keeping physically and mentally healthy and well. At the end of the day, you'll also see there's time allocated to personal study. This is there in case there's any work to catch up on, or it can also be used to complete any of the extension activities the teachers have set. Finally, you'll have some time dedicated to personal development. We'll be setting some tasks and projects, not as part of your studies, but just for fun, which will mean that you can keep in contact with friends from school whilst being involved in some interesting games and competitions. You can also use this time to continue with your service as action activities or start a new service as action project. Now, for my top tips about how to make sure that your distance learning goes as well as possible. Number 1, it's really important that all students stick to the timetable, which means that by 8:30 they have to have had breakfast and are ready to learn. All students are going to really have to show some self-discipline here to make sure that you start and finish your lessons on time and take breaks when you're supposed to. I have every confidence in all of you, and I know that you can do this. Number 2, to learn effectively, it's important to be in a quiet space which is free from distractions. Students should find a suitable place to locate themselves for lessons, and it's better if work and play spaces are kept separate so a clear distinction can be made between the two. Number 3, students are going to be talking to other students and teachers via the camera on their computer. It goes without saying that this means that the students need to be appropriately dressed. No learning in pyjamas, please. Number 4, at the start of the day, make sure that you have all the materials that you'll need and that your laptop is plugged in or fully charged. And number 5, never give up. You may make mistakes, and that's fine. When we make mistakes, we learn, and that's what this is all about. If you have questions about work, or if you would like a little extra support, your teachers will be hosting live sessions every day via Google Hangouts. Simply email your teachers to book an appointment if you'd like a one-on-one conversation. Finally, effective and positive communication between parents and teachers is also more important than ever. If you as parents have any questions relating to distance learning, please do not hesitate to get in contact with me at this address here. We want to make sure that we're doing this as well as we possibly can. So we'll be sending out a questionnaire to all parents at the end of the first week of distance learning lessons to get your feedback and see how we can continue to improve what we're doing and help all of our students to learn as effectively as possible.